Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming to my website class. All right, guys, so we're going to get started. The first place we're actually going to want to start is in Command. If you're not familiar with Command, it is agent.kw.com is the login. You should have your KW logins here. So we're going to, this is pretty basic. So get logged in. If you guys need anything, please stop me. I am on a smaller computer today. So if you guys have questions, just feel free to unmute and stop me because I'm not going to be able to see the Zoom as clearly. So just give me a stop. So the first thing that we want to check when we're in this is we want to check to make sure that our marketing profile is set up correctly so that your correct information is pulling over to the website. So you're going to want to go into the top right of your command home. You're going to click on your name and you're going to go down to settings. So home, name, settings. Once your settings page loads, you're going to go over to the left column here. It's we're going to go under your connect settings. We're going to drop down that menu and we're going to marketing profile. So this is the marketing profile page, which is pulling information to take it to your KW website and your KW app. I'll be doing another class probably next month on the app, but today we're just going to focus solely on the website. This is your profile picture that shows up in this top little corner here. It's what's going to show up on your website. If you are updating your picture at any point, just make sure that your image is in a JPEG, PNG, smaller than 1 megabyte, and your recommended size is 360 by 360 pixels. Now, keep in mind that's a perfect square. If you don't have a perfect square profile picture, that's fine. Just make sure the longest side is scaled down to 360. You can go to any sort of pixel size converter website to get that changed. Kind of scrolling down, just making sure you have your agent license number in here. If you don't know how to check LLR, reach out to me via email and I can show you how to check LLR to look at your license number. But this is where you put in all your information to pull over to the site. This military affiliation place is where in the referral profile section, people can filter referral agents by military status. This will also show up on the website somewhere, and we'll show you kind of all the cool things about it. This is where you want to upload your bio. The West Ashley office number is here. It should already be put in for you. You should already have your Market Center brokerage logo there. I'm mostly in West Ashley, so I changed mine to West Ashley, but if you're in Parkway, it should say KW Parkway. If you're in Mount Pleasant, KW Mount Pleasant. If you're in Key, KW Key. So it should have all the appropriate information. One thing I do want to make sure that we all add into this marketing profile right now is we do have a legal footer text. So the legal footer text is each office is independently owned and operated. So in this spot, if you guys just want to type this out so that we make sure that we are super legally compliant here by typing it in that section, that would be super awesome. And again, it needs to say each office is independently owned and operated. Cuckoo. It's giving y'all a minute to type that. Okay. And then as you scroll down, we don't have any legal footer links or images that need to be uploaded here. If you're wanting a page dedicated to your social medias, you're going to want to copy and paste your direct links into these spaces. Make sure it's the whole URL, but you are going to want to put those in here if you want like a social media dedicated page. And then you're just going to hit save at the bottom here. You want to make sure you hit save. It'll say, yay, your marketing profile has been updated. And you want this little green circle checked, use my information to brand my agent site. Everybody good there? Any questions? All right, so getting into the website. So down kind of at the left side of your command, like the far left side of your command, the very last applet here, it's going to say consumer. We're going to click on that. Try to see. Okay. on here, it's like just a quick question for you guys in the Zoom, and I'm back in the Zoom world so I can see you guys. Do any of you have the, Stella, kind of more towards you, do you have the old website or have you upgraded to the new agent website? You have the old site? You're
I
good.
couldn't find the unmute. Yes, I have the old one, and I was like, oh wait, there's a new one. So
There is a new one. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Do you have any landing pages that you've created for like listings or like lead drop forms or anything?
I mean, I do, but I could recreate them. It's not the end of the world.
So if you, the landing pages are different
Okay.
on the new website experience. So if you are wanting to keep those, I would suggest taking time right now to copy and paste those landing page links and putting them on a Google document, because we are going to need you to, if you want to do the new cool stuff with us, you are going to need to upgrade your website. And once we upgrade, you're going to lose those, you're going to lose editability to those landing pages.
On it.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, I'll mute myself up.
You're good. So, Georgia and Brittany, I know you guys weren't familiar with the old websites, but they did have custom. You could create like a custom landing page to like a listing that you had or an open house lead form. There were a couple other things that you could do with a landing page, and now those are kind of taken over just by like a direct search of the property, because the direct search of the properties now bring up so much information on their own that you kind of don't really need a dedicated landing page for it, which is totally fine. But just kind of, some people were very upset when they lost their landing pages. So I'm trying to combat that a little bit. But Stella, while you're kind of doing that, let me know when you're done. You're just going to upgrade your website when you're done, but I'm going to walk through kind of like the functions on this, just this main page, what kind of restrictions you can have on your new website or what you can do with it. So your website, this first part here, edit my website, we're going to go into that later, but that's going to be where we add our new pages and stuff. This website settings, your subdomain, it says confirm or update your subdomain. So this is a name. If you come up with different branding for yourself, you can change your website name at any time, as many times as you want, as long as nobody else has it. So if I wanted to change mine to Holly Sells the South, I would just hit save changes. It's going to confirm that nobody else has my domain, and it's going to say your subdomain is confirmed. So as you kind of get into this, if you change your branding, you can totally do that. You can come in here and update your website as well. Kind of scrolling down a little bit, your app URL settings. So this is going to be for your KW consumer app. It's for your buy and sell app. This code, the app URL code, is unique to you. So you can copy this, link successfully copied. I can email it. I can text it. I can throw it out all over Facebook. If your friends and family and clients download that app with your code, then it's going to pull up the KW Buy and Sell app. It's already going to have you as their agent. If they create an account, they're going to show up as a recent lead in your command. Everything that they do on the app is going to be linked to their contact card. So if they're going through the app and they're saving 123 Main Street, then you'll see that in the contact card.
Holly,
So
I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry being rude interrupting you. Should I go ahead and hit the upgrade my website button so that you, okay, all right,
yep.
continue what
Go
you were
ahead and,
sorry.
no, you're good. And again, please
I
guys,
didn't want to
interrupt
hold y'all
me.
up if y'all need it.
No, I can't. Again, I'm kind of toggling between like the Zoom space and like my website space. So please interrupt me because I'm not going to be able to thoroughly see the chat. I'm not on my big screen in West Ashley. I'm on my little laptop here, and I love my little laptop, but I just can't see all the screens at one time. So please interrupt me, guys, because I will stop and we'll just kind of go over any issues or questions that we have. Some preferences on your app and site, you can enable like the Keller Home Loans, which is like Keller Home Loans. You got Keller Covered, which is a home insurance, and then displaying neighborhoods on your agent site. So A lot of what KW does is, or a lot of this website integration is powered by Nextdoor, so they can see the different neighborhoods in Charleston, like Avondale, Shadow Moss, Westcott, and those are kind of congregated. On the KW app, if they're looking at specific neighborhoods, it can kind of give them a little bit more details on, oh, this is a walkable neighborhood, this is a pet-friendly neighborhood, this is a yogi neighborhood, this is a wine mom neighborhood, just kind of based on what people are chatting in the Nextdoor app within that neighborhood. So it does pull information from that. So if you want those neighborhoods displayed, you can keep those. My personal preference on it, but I've been in Charleston for a long time. I do know the neighborhoods fairly well. I don't like having the neighborhoods on my consumer site, just because I feel like it clutters up my screen sometimes, but just that's my personal preference. But it does give your consumers that kind of idea of what neighborhood is doing what. Kind of coming down a little bit more on this page, you have property limitations. So this is how many properties a person can view on your website before they're forced to sign in and give you their information. Totally up to you how many you want to do. I keep mine unrestricted, but I'm also not an agent, so I don't need anybody's information. So kind of up to you how you want to restrict those properties. So do with that as you will. But what this is going to do, it's going to force them to sign in and ask them to register. If they are not a contact in your cart, in your contacts already, they will be added. It'll pop up on your homepage as a recent lead and all that good stuff. Any questions on this before we start totally diving into the full website world? All right, you guys are awesome. Stella, did you get your website all finished? Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this edit my website button. This is going to take me to my dashboard. So this is your new kind of agent website customization. I have archived some of my pages, so I'm going to see if that works today for me to bring them back. So we'll try that out. But kind of to start, if you want to check out your website, so mine's Holly Sells the South, I can click on that URL. It's just going to pull me over to this new website page. And so we're going to talk about kind of refining your featured listings on this page. I don't have any testimonials, but Stella, if you had testimonials on your old page, those will populate in here still. They didn't get lost. I will show you how to do that. You might also have like a home buyer blog page in this first initial home, and then it's got your cute face and information all over everything. It does have my Facebook link. I can click on the little Facebook emblem. I took it to KW Greater Charleston, so that will show up there. So that's just like your website. I'm going to go back to my tab that says dashboard to get back to my editability page. Okay. So on my dashboard, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I'm just going to talk about these default pages for a minute. So I'm going to start actually in the home page, the default home page. I'm going to close my old the website link and my Facebook link. So this is going to be your search. So think of the left side as kind of like adding items. This is like your editability side. The middle here is like the preview live of your website. So in this listing search module, I don't have a title, so it populates, let's find your dream home. Search for homes here. I can hit enter, I think. Boom. Oop. Give it a second. It's figuring out some stuff. I can choose how I want my carousels to pop up. So featured properties, check out my featured properties, wow, sorry guys. The listing search module. So this is just for this little section right here, the let's find your dream home box. All right, we're not in featured properties yet. So it already has these stock images. It's got these 4 stock images here. I have it set that it's going to do, we're going to do grid or list view. You can upload your own images by clicking add image if you didn't want these stock images here. You can just hit the little eyeball and get rid of it. So we'll say, oops, I don't want that. Original image source data, hit back here. I can add an image on my own. So I've got here untitled image. I'm going to hit add image. And so this is where I can add in my custom images. If I click on the required section, this is where I can kind of bump over to my, think of this second page as like your home kind of database image. I can create a new image here if I want to search through my files and choose an image that I already have uploaded on my computer. I don't have any, so I'm not going to upload one. But I would choose my image here. I would hit save, and then it would take me back. So I can add in new images to my list here. I can view this a couple different ways, but this small little box, add and want to make changes, click any section below. This is kind of like my database of images and things like that. So you can upload your own stuff into that small pop-up that comes up by creating this new image down here. So you can upload your own images. If you guys need help with that, please let me know. I know it's a little convoluted at first. But as you can see here, search for homes here has already populated, and it's just waiting on me to upload these images to fully pull those. You can hit this little minus button, and it's getting rid of any images that I added. And I just want to make sure I hit save in this top right corner as I'm working through everything so that I'm not losing any progress. Any questions, Brittany? I know you were looking at wanting to kind of add your own images onto things.
Not right now. I'm okay because what I think you just were doing was the like header of the search for homes here. Is that the image you were changing?
Yeah, so I was just changing that image behind it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you can add in your own images if you wanted to do like Charlestonian, or if you wanted to add your own pictures like of you can add those in here as well. But this is where you would add your images. Okay. All right, so scrolling down a little bit, I'm going to close, see this little up arrow next to listing search module. I'm going to kind of close that window so I don't have to look at all the stuff, and I'm going to go down to list featured properties. I'm going to drop down that menu, and we're going to talk about all the cool ways that you can restrict your featured listings. Cool. So as you scroll down under here, your location point, it probably is the office that you are associated with. If you wanted to change your focal point of your area, so like if you network more in the Nexton area, or if you network more in Dorchester, I would change the zip code. And really all you have to do to change the zip code is click on this location center point box and just start typing in a zip code. So if I wanted to do 29414, I can change that and hit enter. Oops, it should pop up 29414. Let's see. Or maybe I have to do Charleston. South Carolina 29414. There we go. Charleston, South Carolina 29414. So you want to kind of restrict your area. It talks about how many featured properties you want to display and your search mile radius. So if you want to encompass, if you want to do like a center point in Charleston and kind of open up that radius, you can, or you can restrict it down to whatever zone that you kind of want to be a part of. There's options to sort your listings. So I can do it by those that have been recently updated, but you can also do nearest to my location, price low to high, newest on site, low to high living area, price to area, living area, low to high. You can kind of change and kind of play around with what kind of options you want to be showing up on your featured listings. If you wanted to add any listings of your own, you're going to click on the little add button here, and this is where you can search by address, and you can just start typing. I don't have any listings, so I'm just going to do 245 Main Street and see what happens. So I'm just going to add this one here from Pennsylvania. Cool. If you have your own listings, please add your own listings. You can add those in there. Okay. And then if you drop down this menu a little further, we have this listing for filters, listing filters. This is kind of one of my favorite features on this because when you first come into this, it does kind of, it initially might be pulling like some land. It might be pulling some, kind of different properties that you might not always, everybody likes to look at pretty houses. They don't like looking at empty lots. So you can come in here and you can restrict a little bit more. So you can say, okay, I'm looking for those that are for sale. You can also do rent or sold. You can change the listing status like pending or coming soon, those that are active. You can update your property types if you wanted to do like apartments, townhomes, condos. You can, if you like to focus on land, you can still keep land up there. You can adjust your bedroom, bathroom, square footage, price, minimum, maximum. And then you can actually add some keywords here. So I think I had a keyword added, but if I wanted to do like garage, you can add a keyword in there to kind of pull some more features off of the home. Okay, any questions on that? Cuckoo.
I just gotta say, dang.
I know, right? It's definitely really cool what you can do. I'm not even halfway there, y'all.
Yeah, I really like knowing that what you just said about adding different features, because I was looking at my site and it kept showing up like older like homes that were, a little further out than where I would personally like to be. But
Yeah.
I didn't know I was able to change that because the featured listings, automatically show up. And I'm like, I do not even know where that is.
Don't even.
Or like if you
Yeah.
wanted to just focus on luxury and you could just put a price point of over $1 million or whatever and only show those things.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can restrict it to like being like, 3, I don't know, like however you guys want to market and the kind of the people that you want to get, that's how you can kind of adjust it and see what, change some things, see what sticks, try marketing something for 1 month, see how it goes. Really, I don't know if you guys heard Ben's team meeting I don't even remember which team meeting it was, but we were talking about stats and how everyone starts their search on the internet. And wouldn't you rather them start on your homepage and your website versus Zillow or something else where you can actually see the activities that they're clicking on? So let's take back the search, guys. The websites are cool. So Stella, we're gonna go. No more questions on the featured listings? We're good there. I'm gonna jump to to testimonials. Cool. So I'm jumping down to testimonials. This is number 3. I'm going to drop down the number 3 site. So I can display or hide is always an option. Like if you don't want to show things, you can say it. You can have your title here, what my clients say, or whatever you want to put in that little title is totally up to you. You can add a little description if you wanted to put, so like here on the featured properties, you've got your title, featured properties, and then you've got your description, check out my featured properties. I don't think I kind of touched on that, but that is something here. So it has a title, featured properties. It already has a subtitle or description. So that's kind of going to be the same format for your testimonial. So I can say, don't take my word for it. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to be joking. I'm going to be joking with this the whole time.
Perfect.
Thanks. And so here you can sort by news to published. Between how many do you want to choose between 1 and 9? So if you got 9, you can be all inclusive there. There's a little bit of filtering that you can do, like all, any city, any star rating, but really if you want to add your testimonials, you're just going to click this little add option. And when you click on the little search or select, Stella, this will apply to you. If you click on that number 1 right next to it, that little drop down, it should give you an option to choose from your old testimonials or names. Okay, cool. And Brittany, I know you had your boyfriend put in a
They told me to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
good.
they told me to have like 2 people that know me. So I'm like, okay. And I picked him and one of my friends. They're like, you need to have some on your page. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, good. So, I mean, so you
there.
can click on this and add as many testimonials as you want.
Awesome.
Cool beans. All right. This last page here, the number 4, is the My Blog Buyer's Guide. Right now, this is currently not customizable. This is created by Gary Keller and the KW team. So you can come in here. I'm clicking on part 1. I'm just going to click on the label, find your, label, and then I'm going to look for part 1, your first time home buyer's guide. I'm going to click on that label. It should take me, or maybe, nope, sorry guys. Hit the little edit button. And this is where you can kind of see what's being said a little bit more. It is still going to show up under your blog post, but if you don't want it on your home page, I'm going to go back. You can come up here to the very top, right beneath the number 4, and hit hide if you don't want it on your home page. I know that there's been some back and forthing on, totally personal preference if you want that on your homepage. It's written by the Keller Williams, so it does have really good information in it. But it will show up on your blog posts on your website page, so it's not necessarily something that has to be directly on your homepage if you don't want it. So everybody good there?
So if we do hide it, where does it go?
It hides off of your homepage, but it's still going to be in your blog section of your website.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay,
It looks like we could maybe add our own to that too.
You can add multiple blogs. Like you can continue to add blogs. So if you're one of those people who like to blog and you already have like a blog page dedicated, you can start copying, pasting that into there, or you can add your own different blog pages of like, I'm not sure if I would do it as a blog or as a custom page. Like if you wanted to create like your listing guide.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's kind of personal preference. That might be something that we jump into in another class if you guys really want it. But I do want to do a class, maybe not next month, but the month after, of doing like your own custom pages of your website. Okay. And guys, we did a lot of work on this page, so make sure you go up to the top right and hit save. We don't want to lose any progress if you did any edits. Cool. So you should see the save, today's date and time. You can see any updates on this little preview here. And 2 ways to return to your editable dashboard. You can hit this return to dashboard, or you can click on the red KW Keller Williams in the top left corner. I'm going to click on the KW. All right. So the next page we're going to talk about is the About the Agent page. Okay. So I'm going to click on that. We're going to go into this one. Really, most of this information is pulling from that marketing profile that we already did. Okay. So there's really nothing to edit here except for your preferred vendors. Okay, so this is a pretty cool little spot. So here you can see on my website preview that I have this preferred vendor section. So I only added a home inspector. I should probably add my husband's electrical information on there at some point, but his was the only information I had on the top of my head. So if they click on this, it'll ask them if they want to ask you about this vendor, or if they want to visit the vendor's website. So in order to add your vendor list, we clicked on the My Preferred Vendors tab at the left, and you see here to set up an account or add vendors, click this link. So I'm going to click on this link, and it's going to take us to another page. And it takes a hot minute, so don't feel bad. Whoop, whoop. So you can see here I have Carolina Premier Inspectors added by me, the realtor. Haha. So if I want to add a vendor to my page, I'm going to go up to the top right, and I'm just going to click Add Vendor. And this is where you can put in all the information about your vendor. So I'm going to do my husband's, Palm Power. He doesn't have a website. Ramon Washington, Palm Power LLC at yahoo.com for 3. And then you can pick the type. So you can search electrical and wiring repair. That sounds great. I can do the counties that he services. So I can do Charleston. Ooh. Sorry, guys, my computer is being a little slow. And I can't type, so that's the other problem. Okay, so I can do Charleston County, I can do Charleston, we can add Berkeley County in there too. So this is where you can kind of upload their information. You can also drop in their logos, which is really helpful as well. And then you just hit add vendor, and then they're going to pop up on your website. So now you can see he's in my vendor network. I can come in here. I can edit my person. I can delete them off my list. And there is, I believe, a template for adding multiple vendors. There's a template here. If you hit add vendor, you can add multiple vendors, and it just brings up like a little CSV Excel template. You can download this template and then, upload everybody's information and then re-upload it into here into one fell swoop.
So what you're saying is it has to already be in like an Excel file to do that?
If you want to, it's a CSV file. If you want to bulk upload, I would just download the template. If you already have one in in like an Excel sheet, you're going to download this template and then copy and paste, because your columns aren't necessarily going to match up to the columns on the template.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to click out of this. And one thing I want to show you on the vendor page, maybe if it loads, we'll see. Oh my, never seen this before. I'm just going to click out of this and click back that link, guys. Sometimes it's nice to just start and refresh. One thing that I want to point out, like if you have a client who's like, oh, I want all your preferred vendors, on this like vendor list page, you can actually hit download your vendors, and it'll actually kind of like download that a CSV file of the people you've already put in, so that you can email it to your clients if they just wanted your whole list instead of going on your website and picking them one by one. Any questions on that? So I'm going to kind of come back to my website.
I had a dumb question. What is this like vendor usage, vendor impressions? Like, do people use them?
Yeah, I guess you can put in like if they have added vendor impressions.
So like maybe they clicked on it or something. Okay.
Yeah, like
That's
who
cool.
gets, I guess you can kind of see like who clicked the most on what.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So I think now that I've added him, I'm coming back into the website editor. You can change like my preferred vendors, or like here's who I recommend. And it's already got this like a curated selection of vendors that I trust and recommend. Like you can totally change that verbiage to kind of sound more like you. But you can see here on my preferred vendor preview page, you can see Palm Power and Carolina Premier Inspectors, and it kind of tells you what service they're doing, so they can kind of see a little list there. And then whatever you do, make sure you hit save.
I just got an email from Keller Williams about vendors, so that was weird.
That's so funny.
Oh, it says welcome to my vendor list. Okay, so it's telling me in my email that I also just started adding one.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't it cool, guys? We got a lot of customability here.
I feel like a moron because I don't know how I missed that they even were updating this, but I did.
It's totally fine. I kind of didn't do a great job of promoting it in the Market Center, because initially when it launched, people were not happy with it because they lost all their landing pages. So I was like, let's not update until everyone's ready.
Don't blame yourself. I didn't pay attention.
Well, kind of my goal is to be a better Market Center tech trainer this year. I feel like we're off to a really good start. And also at the time that wasn't like my main focus in the role, but I am trying to incorporate it a lot more because you guys do need to utilize this tech. I mean, your paying for it monthly, so might as well use and abuse it. And it's here for you. And with the new customization, when they first launched it, there wasn't a lot to do. Brittany, I think, joined in the week that it updated or something along that line, the month.
Yeah, as soon as it happened, it was like that next week I joined.
Yep, and I had no clue how to use it. There wasn't a lot of customability, but now they've relaunched things and kind of brought out more. So you can continue to see more customization into this. But this is just kind of like, we're just covering the basics today. We're not going to go super in depth of creating your own pages. That'll be something that I do at a later date, kind of as I understand it even more, because it's definitely something that kind of continues to update and continues to get better. So I'm going back to my dashboard. I'm going to just click on this blog list page here just to show you what it is. I'm going to clear changes. Yes. So here, this is just kind of any live changes that are going on. Again, this title, I said live changes, but this can be like first time home buyer guide. If you wanted to add your own blogs, you can continue adding. So like part 1 is just like your first time home buyer guide. Part 2, your first time home buyer guide. Part 3, like it just kind of generally goes through that first time home buyer guide situation. You can continue adding blogs if you wanted to, and kind of creating new pages here. So I would click on this. I'm going to hit new blog post, and then this is where I can add a headline and images and text and information. So I could publish a new blog post page. If you're really into blogging, it's not my space, but if you're really into blogging, you got a whole page dedicated to blogs if you want it. So this will be where that lives, even if you hide it from your homepage, okay? I'm just going to hit leave. Any questions on that? I know I didn't really, there's not much in there for you to mess with. Okay, cool. So we're going to kind of add some of these new custom pages. Are you guys ready? All right, jump in. So what's awesome is this mortgage calculator one is super easy to add. So we're just going to add that one first. So we're going to hit this template HTML mortgage calculator. We're just going to click on that little icon there. Under the quick start, and then mine's taking a hot minute to load. It might be my cookies, y'all. Clear your cookies. Not right now. Don't do it right now, but continuously clear your cookies. All right, so you can change the title. So it should bring up this little template calculator. So you can say mortgage calculator or what can I afford, however you want to change it. The internal name is just how you can look it up within the website system. So don't get hung up on what the internal name is. I would just leave it as, well, it changed to what can I afford. So I might change it back to mortgage calculator so I can find it easier. Mortgage calculator. Cool. I don't think I spelled that right. Sorry. So it should have this page content, the HTML mortgage calculator here. And then one thing that I want you guys to do, since I've already done this on mine, is, are y'all seeing the same thing? Does it look, it has this HTML mortgage calculator here?
Mine's spinning, but yeah.
Hmm?
Mine is spinning right now.
Okay.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
The
mine
same
says the HTML embedded and then the 2 colons HTML mortgage calculator. So yeah, like the top.
Okay. All right, and then when you drop down this menu, it should already have this like shared HTML mortgage calculator.
It is now. Yeah.
Cool, cool. So what I want to do is I want to add your contact form underneath that. So I want to hit the add module option. I've already got mine added, so I'm going to delete it. So we're going to add module. And then it pulls up this little pop-up menu. And we're going to scroll down this pop-up menu. And we're going to go to additional modules. We're going to click on the form. Okay. And then it says form untitled. Under this shared thing where you have a little blue drop-down menu, we're going to click on that space. and you should see contact me pop up, and you're just going to click on that. So you need me to go through
Mine's
that.
already there.
Oh, is yours? You guys already had yours there too? Okay, cool. I didn't know it was from my last class or if it was because it was if it was all right. So if you guys already have it, then we're good to go. I might need to get one of y'all to share your screen so I can see what a new page looks like because I've done this once or twice. Sorry.
No
Cool.
worries.
So once that's there, you just hit publish, and that'll add that page to your website. Oh, it's mad at me. Cool. Mine's mad at me. It's probably because I've archived it. I've done this too many times, and it said, "Hey, you're making a lot of mortgage calculators. Please stop." Totally fine by me. I'll keep showing you guys. All right. So the next thing I want to add is the home valuation tool. Are y'all ready to do that one? That one's pretty easy as well. Okay, so we're gonna click on, we're gonna add a custom page. Okay, we're gonna go, and you might want to title it like, "What's my home worth?" Cool. We're gonna roll down. You can add like a page header. You can add a background image if you want, but it's not necessary. So we're gonna go to this page contents. We're gonna add a module. Okay. It's gonna bring up this little pop-up list again. We're gonna scroll down and we're gonna add the home value search component. And we're gonna click on that. Okay. It's kind of just comes up with a generic, ready to discover what your home's worth. Let's find your home to get started. And then the next thing we want to add is your contact form. So we're going to click the add module at the bottom. Brings up that pop-up page. Going to roll on down, add the form. And when it says shared, we're going to click on this drop-down menu that pops up to the left, and we're going to hit contact me. All right, and then give the little eyeball a second. And so that's what this home valuation page looks like. Really,
to say something.
yes.
Mine is freaking out. It's blank right now. So I haven't done the form thing yet.
That's
So-
okay.
I'm just telling. Okay.
Okay. No, you're
Yeah,
good.
mine was
Sometimes-
doing the same thing. So how do you add your contact information again? Just hit the form.
Yep. So, yep. Go to form, and then when you pull up this little, it brings up this share, like underneath on the left side, it says contact form. It'll say untitled. Below that, it says shared, and there's that little blank space with like a blue kind of arrow pointing down. You want to click on that empty space, and you should be able to see the contact me form there. You have to select which form you want, essentially. Contact me. Did that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. This is kind of where people started getting hung up on my last class, so I'm all for if we need to slow it down. Okay. And so once you have all of your stuff in here, you just want to make sure you publish your page. Mine's probably going to be mad at me. Yep, it's mad at me. That's okay. Any other questions, guys? Cool. All right. Last thing we want to do is add the home search tool. So I'm going to click on the red KW and get back to my home page. This one's a little more complicated, so I'm going to go back to my notes here. I'm going to chat this to you guys because we're actually going to pull the HTML from this website. So let me. Oh gosh, my little share screen tool is in my way.
Hi. You're Monty, right?
Yes,
Is the check for Patrick up front?
it is. It's by the front desk. Sorry,
There
no
you go.
problem. All right, so I'm just gonna paste this link here. So we're gonna go to this www.publicschoolreview.com/school widget and API. Okay, we're gonna click on that. And this is gonna take us to the place where we're gonna find the website, like the API link, okay, or the HTML link. Okay. If you guys need me to stop and explain things, please let me know. I want you guys to be able to understand this. So on this school search page, we're going to scroll down until we see the little map here on the left with some or the map on the right, options on the left. So the school widget interlocation, I'm just going to do Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay, wait.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, wait. Oh my gosh.
That's fine. That's exactly what I want.
I'm on the, okay. I am on I downloaded, it says public school API and data feed. Where do I go from here?
So you just scroll down on that home page.
Okay.
All right, until you see the school data widget.
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right.
All right, you got the map on the right, the information on the left.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
What I want to say, you want to make this kind of big, so I'm gonna adjust mine to like 850 by 850. Okay. You can change this little kind of outline color, like it's soft blue, but if you wanted like a dark red for Keller Williams, or if you have your own little color scheme you got going on in your, like a soft red might come off more as a pink or something. You kind of have a couple of different color options around there. Okay. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to see the section where it says generate code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're going to hit generate code. It's going to change this little section down here. All right. And we're going to click on this like the iframe, HTTPS. We're just going to click on that box. We're going to hit control copy. We're going to copy all that link. Okay. Y'all with me on this?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So now we're going to go back to our dashboard CMS Brightspot. So we're going to go back to our website page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to add a custom page. I'm just going to title it Schools in Charleston. All right. We're going to roll down to, we're going to add a page content. We're going to add a module. Okay, so I'm going to click add a module. I'm going to scroll all the way down until we get to the iframe embed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh-oh. When it pulls up this iframe embed page content link, it's going to bring up that shared menu, that shared thing, right? And that little drop down, empty drop down. We're going to drop it down and we're going to hit create new. Now we do need to name this internally. I'm just going to do it Charleston School Zone. Oh, guys, I might have messed up. Actually, can we go back? Sorry. Let's go back on this page. I'm so sorry. Yes, we're going to discard this page. On this
You're
page.
teaching us how to do that, so don't feel bad about it.
I know. I'm sorry. Cool. All right. We're going to remove the iframe one. I think it was the HTML embed. I'm so sorry. I got thrown off because it says iframe in the front here. So on the page, we're going to add the module on the page content. We're going to roll down.
Oh gosh, I got to start all over. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All
It's
right.
not totally starting over. Not totally starting over.
Okay, you
Just
said go
add-
to the iframe embed.
No, we're gonna go to the HTML embed.
Where the heck is that?
So on this, you're on your school zone page.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to just add module, and it brings up this little pop-up menu.
Mm-hmm.
You want to roll down this pop-up menu until you get to the HTML embed.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. We're going to click on that. Shared empty drop-down. We're going to create a new drop-down menu there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So internal name, I'm just going to call this one Charleston School Zone. And then where it says raw HTML, all right, click there and all right, follow me guys. We're going to do shift comma. We're going to type in center and then we're going to do shift period. And then we're going to hit do control paste. Okay.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
Women in
Okay,
tech.
I screwed up. When I come tomorrow, can you help me?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. It's going to say HTML embeds do not appear on AMA feeds, da 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 da. Just give it a minute. It will load. But all right, Stella, what's up?
I don't know. I think I did it right, but it's bad gateway.
Yeah, mine's saying that too. I would just go ahead and just publish this. Just go ahead and publish this.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's going to say published.
Mhm.
We're going to hit the back button. So that was just adding the code. That wasn't adding it to the page. So now we've added the code and now we're going to add it to the page where it says HTML embed untitled.
Okay.
Now we can drop down that menu and find that Charleston School Zone page.
Can you go back really quick? So I'm at the part where it says the embeds do not appear. So you said just hit publish.
Yeah, just hit
Okay.
publish.
And then you went back to what? Just the back button at the top?
Yep, I just hit the back button at the top, and then it should take you back to your new custom page, school zones in Charleston, or whatever you named, new custom page, and whatever you named it. And then you should see the HTML embed untitled. You're going to go right below that shared. You're going to click that drop-down menu, and you should see whatever you just named your HTML code.
Okay.
So I named my Charleston School Zone. But you can see I've done this a couple times. So I got local school search, local to school, Charleston zone search. And then I can click on that, whatever I titled it, give it a minute, and it will pop up here in the preview there.
Will this work for DD4, DD2, Berkeley County Schools? And
Wherever you put your school zone, when you customize your school zone, wherever you put your marker, it will do it there. So I did mine for Charleston County. If you did Dorchester, it will do it for that zone.
so how many can we put in?
That's a good question.
I was
So I think
wondering
you
if
could
you
probably,
did where it said add module and you did it again underneath
Mhm.
that and did like Dorchester, and that's what I was kind of wondering.
yeah, so you could probably do that. So school zones, I just don't know how you're gonna name this page content.
I just called it area schools.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does it have to be this website that we use for our page? So, like, for example, another one that I've always been told was like the niche site. And like when you type in your information, it'll pull up all of those schools. So again, it'll like add them into like Charleston, Dorchester, or like whatever county it's in.
I would try it. The training that I was on used this one, so that's why I was more comfortable using it, but I would definitely try. You're just going to want to go through that same process of embedding the HTML. You're going to want to make sure you center it on your page and then drop that code in there.
Okay.
I mean, try it out. I don't see why not.
Boy, this
Because
is
I think,
cool.
sorry?
This is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's super helpful.
But yeah, I agree, Stella. If you wanted to kind of create a like different one for Dorchester, I don't even know the Dorchester zip code.
I just searched by county, by like the,
Oh, school district. Wow, I didn't even see that.
yeah.
Funny.
All right, this is cool.
Cuckoo.
Getting things done.
Yeah. So that's where you could potentially add more custom school zones. If you wanted like a Charleston one and then you wanted a Dorchester one underneath that, you would just continue to add modules, add the HTML embed, and then just kind of drop a new code into each section. But always, guys, any page you made, I would always suggest adding module, going down to form, and adding your little contact card at the bottom of it. That way they can always contact you on any page that you have on your website.
How did we add form again? Because
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah. No, you're good. So you go to add module. And then on this module list, you're going to scroll down until you see form. Then underneath shared, that little empty drop-down menu, you're going to click on that and it says contact me. The reason why the contact me form doesn't automatically pop up when you drop that in is because you might have a separate form that you have created that you might want to use instead. And there we go. Any questions, guys? Gave you a lot to play with.
You did.
Now you can add vendors, you can plug in all your featured listings, get really granular on that. And then I'm going to click on the red KW. I'm not going to save all this. But there are some, like, I'm working on creating a custom page, like relocating to Charleston. So this is kind of like a custom page that I'm trying to build out. I just want to see how it looks, where it's like, oh, you're really relocating to Charleston. Here are my go-to stops. You can add in. So I tried adding in my restaurants and my veterinarians. I don't know why my pages are just loading, but you can also add videos to this as well. If you have like a YouTube page where you upload your videos from, you can drop in video links. There's a lot of customability, but right now I think focusing on your featured listings, your vendor partners, and just kind of making sure your contact and bio and everything looks up to date. I think those are some good things to be working on in the interim. And if you guys want to explore some website customizations, I am happy to sit down and talk with you guys about it. But also, Scott Leroy Marketing does a class like every day at 1 o'clock. I don't know when let me see when their next website one is. I believe it is the first Tuesday of each month. Scott Leroy Marketing is doing a website migration. So they'll generally kind of cover the same thing that I cover, but they do this class once a month. So if you want to pop in there and kind of ask some more in-depth questions, they're going to be the people that I go to for training on this, just because they're the ones who kind of built it out. But I mean, that's all I got for you guys. You guys have any questions?
I'll see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow, Georgia.
Holly, can I ask you a dumb question? Because I just added this other module and now it's not like letting me. Did I pick the wrong thing? It's like not.
I'm gonna stop
maybe I
sharing.
needed to publish. Hold on. Maybe I need to publish before it would let me add them.
Potentially. Do you want to share your screen? I don't mind giving you host permission.
I would just love to do that, please.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you can share.
Okay, now I saved it, but then, okay, share screen. Okay, so this one, how do I edit? Because I did Charleston and Dorchester, and look, it's got both of them in there, so that's handy dandy.
That's very nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I'm trying to get this one, and when I tried to do the drop down where you create a new, it didn't have anything in that.
Okay.
Okay. Open Sesame. Okay. So I do this. See, oh, there, it fixed it just because you were on. Okay.
Sometimes
never mind.
I think it's just thinking, you know, sometimes you gotta let this site kind of takes a minute to think, probably just because it's so embedded and coded in there.
So you
But I
just
love
type in, oh my gosh, I can't see that. That's too little. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's uh center. What's that you type in for center for the raw
So
H?
yeah, so you have to do shift, comma, center, and then shift period. So you need the two little kind of angular brackets
Okay.
around center.
I
And
was
then
Okay.
you
trying to find the chat so I could send it to you, but there it is.
Because I cannot see. Oh,
There.
I think
It's in
that's
the
where I
chat.
messed up too. Thank you.
Okay, let's see how it looks.
so
Come
then you publish
on, let's see.
page.
I can give you it back if you need it back.
No, you're fine.
Why
I
does
like
it say
seeing
personal?
if you had a team account, there would be two.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would hit back, Stella. I think you're good
Okay.
on that. It's just thinking. Oh,
I don't know where the pop-up went, but okay.
okay.
Now we're gonna choose Berkeley. And then look at there. And then, hey, this was really cool. So I noticed here you could use your hex code because I have like my hex codes all saved down here for like my colors, wherever they
Oh,
are.
cool.
These are my hex codes. So like
Cool.
if you, this is my green. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to change it to that here,
I didn't even know you could do that. Cool. See, I'm learning stuff from you guys too.
let's see.
Not for me.
This.
There you
That's
go.
cool.
That's
Neat.
awesome.
So,
I like
Stella,
it.
what you just did, where you're adding another school district now?
Mhm.
So, like all the counties?
Yeah, I didn't break it down by school district. I just broke it down by the counties just because people won't know the difference between Dorchester 2 and Dorchester 1. I just did all of Dorchester.
Yeah.
And I
And I
just
like
searched
how
it
on the
here.
title it already says it already tells you which city you're searching in.
Mhm.
Schools in Charleston County, schools in Dorchester County. I like that. That was a
Now-
good nugget, Stella. Thank you.
I gotta say, okay, I can
Or
do it.
whoever came up with that idea, I love that. Oh, so that is adjusting. So Stella, what you just did,
I had to put it in alphabetical order. It was hurting my.
Yep. So that's how you adjust things to move them. You click and drag them on those pages. You can't customize like which pages are on your like. You can customize like these page contents, but you can't customize like where your school zone search comes in, like above your mortgage calculator.
Okay, question. After I put in the center thingy, what goes next?
So on the school zone, here, Stella, I'm gonna,
Yeah,
yeah,
take it back.
Stella. So
Okay,
you go back to that school zone page, you copy that link,
Okay.
and then you paste it
Right after the
Giving you
center,
control back.
right after center. No space, no nothing.
and then I hit it. Then I hit return.
You don't have to hit anything. You just have to hit publish.
Okay. Oh,
What? Georgia, do you need to share your screen?
no, you're not going to look at what I'm doing. I hit a number 2, and the number 2 is in there, and I think that's what the problem is. And I don't have.
Oh.
Let me.
I
Start.
would just hit Control A and delete all that and start over. Because when it comes to code, I don't like messing with. I don't like adding. I don't know. Code is weird.
I don't know where the number 2 came from. Let's see if I can just delete that. Nope. Okay.
Georgia,
Sorry,
you can share your screen with us. We are in a no judgment. We are in a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, you
Like, we
should
are-
show it. Then we can help you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you co-host capabilities.
Holly, I'm so glad that you're like doing the tech stuff. This is great.
Thank you. Next week, Natalie Karn is going to do another ChatGPT class. If you guys want to help ChatGPT help you, I love ChatGPT. I started paying for it.
Yeah, he likes me. I like chat.
Mm-hmm. Chat is nice. Although I couldn't get into it today. I was a little upset. I've never had it where like the server gets full.
Okay, I don't know what the heck am I doing. Okay, it says choose what to share with Zoom app, Chrome,
Okay.
Windows, entire screen. Is that it?
I would do your window and I would do whichever one is like your website page, whatever one you're working on your website for.
Oh gosh.
Or you can do Chrome tab if you just want to click on the well,
Oh, there we go.
let's see.
Is that the one? Yeah. Is that it? For local
Yeah.
school?
Yeah.
I have local school. And I think I need to just, like she said, just say Dorchester 2, like Susan said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I have contact me, and then where am I going
So it
wrong?
looks like, all right. So what I want you to do is I want on the forms like 3, 4, let's focus on 2. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of those extra ones.
What the heck are those? All of those came from? Okay.
I don't know. So we're going to hit the shared. So underneath shared, that drop down menu,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to hit create new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do have to name this. So I would just call it the like DT2 or whatever, Dorchester 2.
Okay.
Okay. In the raw HTML, you're going to do shift, comma,
Mm-hmm.
center. Then you're going to do shift period.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to paste like control V or paste that code that you got from the school zone page. All right, perfect. And then you just go over to the top right, hit publish.
What the heck?
Awesome. Nope, just give it a minute. It's just thinking. It's just thinking. And then you can hit that back button there on the left side.
So, see, I got a pop-up.
I don't see what your pop-up is saying.
It says, are you sure you want to close this pop-up and discard the unsaved changes? Oh,
Just
there we go.
There we go. Okay. All right, now try hitting back again. It's just thinking, y'all. It's taking a hot minute. Now, see where it says HTML embed untitled, that shared, that drop-down menu? Click
Mm-hmm.
on that. And then, there it is, Dorchester 2.
Okay.
Okay. Give it a minute. And Georgia, I almost would switch your form 2 with your form 1. So if you click on the title of your 2, the HTML embed Dorchester 2 on the left, if you click it and drag it above your contact me, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. And then I would publish that page at the top right. There you go.
Whew. That was harder than childbirth.
All right. So that's what your websites look like. If you guys want to click on your red KW in the top left, that'll take you back to your dashboard. And then you can check out your new websites and kind of how it looks like as a consumer. So you can check out your website, click at home with Georgia.
Oh, where is that? Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm. And Georgia, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to stop sharing your screen if that's okay. And I'm going to share my screen.
Sure.
If that is all right. Oh, hold on. Forgot how to share screen, y'all. It's embarrassing. It happens. Oh gosh, hold on. Where did this go? Y'all, I do not work with Zoom. I'm a Google Meet person. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to go to my website. And now, Stella, question for you. What were you using your landing pages for before?
I had an open house landing page, and then that was basically just a contact form that I made people sign
Okay.
in. And
Okay.
then, sorry. What?
No, go ahead.
And then I had some that were like property specific.
Okay. Can I show you how you kind of don't need to make those anymore?
Yeah, I'd love to know that.
Okay. So on your, so you can easily access your consumer site from your website editor, right? So I'm going to start typing. I'm just going to do search my current location. Sure. Give me that information. Or does any one of y'all, do y'all have a listing that I could pull up or search?
Yeah, 124 Jillian,
Okay.
and buy it, please.
1, 2, 4.
Is that in Goose Creek?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
with a
GIO.
J. Sorry, with a J.
No, I probably need to like put in Goose Creek and stuff.
Jillian Circle. Jillian Circle.
Circle, Goose Creek.
Goose Creek.
Boom. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. 1, 2, 4. Did I get that
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That should be
Here
it.
you go.
That's it right there. Okay.
Okay. So I can click on this. So you can actually just, Stella, if you're sharing this on your social media, I would just copy this URL link.
Mhm.
Because it's going to give you all the beautiful pictures. This is a gorgeous house. Okay. It's going to give you all of this information. It's going to give you all the property description. It's going to give you all these property details. It's going to just kind of give you some information on like views, upcoming open houses. It's got your little estimated monthly payment, kind of a little mini mortgage calculator that you can show in here.
Mhm.
They give you the tax history, all the information, nearby schools, nearby properties, all of that information.
Okay. Cool.
So you might not have to create a new landing page. And you want to see how to make an open house page for this?
That'd be great.
So you go up to the URL,
Mhm.
double click. You're going to do /, and you're just going to type open house and hit enter. All one word.
Shut up. Are you kidding me?
Well, if I shut up, I won't be able to tell you how cool it is. So it takes a hot little minute. I mean, as you guys notice, this page takes a hot little minute to load, but really all it does is it forces you to sign in your info. It tells you to sign in information. I would like Holly to contact me about these real estate property, and it just gives the listing pictures because that's all people really care about in their open house. They just want to look at the pictures, see what the house looks like.
That's crazy.
So that's your new open house form.
So
I do wish it didn't have that checkbox there.
Yeah. It won't let them submit their information without signing that checkbox. Yeah, sorry.
So Stella, you would just take your laptop or your tablet and then you would have them fill this information out?
And
Yeah.
I watched something the other day, Georgia, that said that you should ask them to tell you the stuff because they'll put Mickey Mouse at mickeymouse.com in there if they're having to do it. But if they're writing it, but if you ask them, they'll tell you the truth.
Yes.
So
This is so simple. I like this.
So all you do is a this / and open house.
Open house.
Forward
All one
slash.
word. All over. Yep.
That's amazing.
So you do that, and so how many? So you would do this each and every time someone comes in.
So like let's do this. Holly, what?
Washington.
Washington. I'm gonna do my junk email, y'all. This is like an email I use for everything that I sign up for because I know they're gonna send me a bunch of spam. I'm just gonna do personal number there, and I'm gonna hit submit. When they hit submit, it's going to say scan the QR code to view the property on your device. So it's actually going to take them to the other website page before we did the open house.
Okay.
All right. And then it's got your information. And then as you, as a person, as the agent, are just going to hit back to sign in, and it's going to create a new.
Oh,
Neat.
wait. Where was back to? Oh, you hit the back little arrow right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up at the top, you can hit back to sign in.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see back to sign in. Okay, I see it now.
Okay, that's just cool.
Oh, wow.
We're trying to, it's built by agents for agents, y'all. We're trying to make it better for you.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Because I just had like a
I don't
generic
get the
one.
back thing.
Scroll up a little bit.
Make me want to do an open house.
You can do one at Jillian Circle.
Brittany, is it taking you back? Did you roll up on the page a little bit?
I didn't do this personally. I was just watching and I didn't catch that.
Oh, sorry.
What
Here,
that
let me do my husband's. Ramon.
poor guy.
Ramon Washington PC at yahoo.com. He already knows. He already knows.
Mhm.
All right. And then so if I roll up on this page, it's just got this back to sign in.
Oh,
for
back
you.
to okay. Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
This has been so incredibly helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And it's exciting.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Keller Williams search tools will let you search in other countries? Or did you guys think it was just national?
I don't think I thought that far. But I did like how it's national because people will call me and be like, do you know anything about this? And I'm like, let me look it up.
Let me get you connected with the agent who would. Referrals. But yeah, you can actually apparently I found out very recently that you can search for homes in like Italy
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
and other countries because we're international. So any country that Keller Williams has a place in, you can search for stuff.
That is amazing.
That's officially all I have for you guys. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns?
I will see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow, Miss Georgia.
I will
I'm
be there
excited.
early. I will be early, like I was yesterday. At
Yeah.
8:30.
For Ignite. I do have a 9 o'clock call, and then I have an 11 o'clock call, but between that, I should be good.
Yeah, I'll be there early.
Just quick little call. They're just quick little calls for the real estate school. I do my scholarship interviews. Take about 15 minutes.
Yes, I need to talk to you about that. I'm so glad you brought it up.
Yes.
I have someone that wants to get into real estate.
Perfect. You can connect us via email, but really the information I need is in their legal name, like what's on their driver's license, email and phone number, and then I can send them the first steps.
Okay.
But we can talk about it tomorrow.
Okay. Good.
Any other questions, guys?
I really enjoyed this, Holly, and I think tomorrow once you have your computer and I have mine, because I'm not stupid, I'm kind of tech savvy, but when I'm trying to keep going back and forth, and that's where I keep losing you.
No, totally fine. It's kind of hard on a Zoom. I do enjoy my in-person classes, but I think this was great because I got to record it and so I can share it out with the agent base.